Well, it's been over a year and my car drives like crap, and today I finally decided to make the trip out from the city to Long Island to take my car to finally get the shaking steering wheel stopped, which is due to a flat spot. What's going on, guys? Welcome back to my channel. My name is Anthony. This is going to be an interesting video. I don't really know what I have planned. It's going to be more of a vlogging in my 911, and I'm just going to take you to the performance shop I'm going to, and hopefully we're going to figure it out. If it is not the flat spot, I don't know what I'm going to do. I really don't, because I changed the wheel spacers, I had a wheel alignment, I had the tires balanced, I've done everything. If the tire doesn't fix the issue, I'll be pissed because I spent almost $400 on the Michelin tire. I'm gonna have to get rid of the front spacers. I do have 15mm spacers all around my car, and I don't feel like that's necessarily the problem, because they said I do have a flat spot on one of my brand new tires, because over a year ago I let my car sit for about 2 months without driving it. But today we're gonna go to TKX Performance Shop in Huntington, and hopefully we're gonna figure it out. And I'm finally gonna get my car inspected. My car hasn't been inspected in a year and a half because New York State sucks, and I have window tint. I bought it that way, and you can't pass that way. So today we're gonna figure it all out. So I tell you, the bad thing about the car is there is, whoa, way too dark. All right, so the key now is how to get this tire in the 911. All right, put this like so. Let's get the tire in. Oh, that should be great. That should be great. There has to be a better way. All right, let's get situated here. Right now is about when I'm losing 90% of my viewers, and they're going, what the hell am I watching right now? I haven't drove this car in so long. Feels good. All right, it's super hard to film and drive at the same time, but I'm gonna see if I can capture the steering wheel. So, you know, I'm just gonna go ahead and put it into a higher gear. So you can see, if you look at my watch, it's not shaking at all. I'm going around 50. Now as I go up, I don't know if you can tell that. It's so hard to capture on video, but the steering wheel, it just shakes so much. Right at about 50, 55 and up, it shakes really bad. So taking this car on a road trip, you know, where I'm driving on the highway and I'm doing, you know, 60, 70, 80, it's really not fun. I've only been really enjoying my car doing short drives, you know, around back roads, you know, doing between like 40 and 50 or so. But like I said, once I go over 55, the car just, it's not enjoyable. It's so annoying to have it shaking nonstop. And I know what you're thinking, dude, you got a 911, shut up, first world problems. I get it. I'm not complaining, I'm just saying it's something I need to fix. So that's why we're finally gonna go ahead and do it today. My only fear is that I get this done and I get the tire put on, and then you know what? I go ahead and drive it home and it's still shaking, and then I'm like, okay, now I gotta take the wheel spacers off. And I love the way the tire sits flush with the wheel well, so I really don't want to have to do that, but you know what? It's more important to get a good drive out of it than the aesthetics of 15mm, so we'll figure it out today. The shaking of the steering wheel is so frustrating, and sometimes it shakes more than, sometimes it's shaking more than it is now, and that's usually because it's warmer out, my tires are warmer, and the flat spot is not as bad. But if I drive it in cool weather, it's even worse. And I mean, it's just terrible. Even, you know, as soon as I hit 55, it completely goes away. It's so interesting how that works, and that's what leads me to believe that it's not the wheel spacers and it is the tire. Now, when I had the car road force balanced on all the wheels to make sure they were all good to go, the last thing they found was that it had the front driver's side had a flat spot. It must be so small because I lifted up my car and looked and I couldn't see anything. It's great, but now I'm going 60, so it's starting to shake again. And I know I just keep repeating myself, but this is so long overdue, and I don't know what is taking me so long to do it. But you know, I really do love this car. I said it in previous videos, I wish it wasn't black. If it wasn't black, I would probably have went and, you know, kept it. I would have done more to this car, but I really think I'm only going to keep this car for about another year. And then I do really want to upgrade it to a GT3. Although I will say, I just watched Ford vs. Ferrari, and now I'm really on the kick for a Shelby Cobra replica, which you can pick those up, like, really good shape, a really nice replica for, like, I don't know, $40,000, $50,000. So, you know, I start to think, you know, maybe keep this and get that as well once I have a house with a 2-car garage. I don't know. I can't have 3 cars right now and leave 2 at my mom's. That's ridiculous. So once I have a house and I can have this in the garage, as long as I have a 2-car garage, getting another nice kind of older car would be something I would consider as well, other than getting rid of this and upgrading it to a newer 911. I just pulled up, you know, to a light, and the guy in a Tesla pulls up next to me. You know, I don't think anything of it. It's a Tesla. It's like, you know, it's a dad car, whatever. And he must have put it in like ludicrous mode because he friggin' took off, and the thing is so fast. But I'm like, dude, like, are you that insecure that you pull up next to a younger guy in a Porsche? Like, I didn't buy this thing to have the fastest thing in the world. You know, I bought it for the German engineering. I bought it for its looks. I bought it because I've always been a Porsche fan since I saw Bad Boys 1 when I was a kid. And I always wanted to have this car. And it's just funny, you know, these guys and these dad cars and these Teslas. And I get it, man. They're fast. They'll destroy this car. This car's only about 400 horsepower. But it's just like, come on, dude. You know, relax. You know, it's interesting because I have to drive here and I'm getting the inspection done. I'm going to the tire done. And it's, you know, a pandemic right now, so I can't wait there. So no matter how long this takes, I'm just going to be walking around with no cars. So it's going to be in Huntington, which is, it's a nice village, so I might have to go walk around for a little bit and kill some time. You know, every once in a while, I'm just like, what the hell is going on? You know, I've gotten so used to it, and it might be different depending where you're watching this, but what I will say is, in New York, it is not the best. I mean, things are getting way better. We're about to enter phase 3 on Wednesday, so in 2 days, but geez, it's just crazy. I mean, you can't go to a restaurant. Well, phase 3 you can, it'll be 50% capacity, but it's just like, what happened? You know, you take things for granted. You know, going out with friends, going out with the wife, even just getting dinner, even just going into a mall or a Target, I don't even do anymore. It's just crazy stuff. And I think that's why I love my car so much more lately, is because, you know, it's one of the only things you can do that it feels normal. You know, you get behind the wheel of the car and you just drive. And that's, you know, cars are my absolute passion. I would say I love cars even more than watches. And watches is my career. And, you know, I've been lucky enough to have a lot of different watches, but you know, this is just something about cars. It was my first passion, and if I could, I would have a whole fleet of them. But you know, it's a little bit different than a watch because you don't get to use them as much, and they cost a little bit more to maintain. But all right, guys, I'll check back in with you when we are at the shop. See you in a bit. All right, we're back in the car. I'm soaking wet with sweat. I had to wait 5 hours for the car, so I just walked around. It feels good so far. I haven't gotten over 50, but it feels good. I don't know if that's a placebo effect, but the car's inspected, got an oil change, and yeah, you know, it feels pretty good right now. It feels planted, and we're gonna see in a minute when I go to over 55. But for the love of God, I hope that I hope it's okay, because as I was saying, it's so annoying having the car shake like that. Of course, there's nothing but traffic right now, and I don't even remember how to get back to my house, and my phone is on like 4% and I don't have a charger. So things are looking terrific, and I think I just missed the turn. Let's see, did I? Yeah, I missed the turn. I gotta turn here. I'm a mess. I am a mess, and you guys can't even see because it's so dark. That's a stop sign. This is very anticlimactic. I need to get on a main road, and then we'll be able to see where we're at in terms of the steering wheel and the flat spot in the tire. So I don't want to hear anything about being on my phone. I'm using the GPS. I think it's still illegal though, I'm not sure. Alright, I think we're going to be able to get some speed over here. Alright, leave a comment down below. Do you think it's fixed? Or do you think there's something worse wrong with my car? Leave a comment right now. Go ahead, pause it, and we're about to see. I got a good feeling. I hope I just didn't jinx myself. Alright, let's do it. Let's do it. Oh, it feels good, baby. We're in business. It feels good. I think the car is done. It's fixed. Thank you, God. Oh, I'm stoked. I'm stoked. It's like the autofocus is not great with the lighting, but it feels good. I'm happy. So, moral of the story. The car is fixed. It was indeed a flat spot on my front driver's side tire. Now, if your steering wheel is shaking while you're braking, obviously you need probably new rotors or pads, but my car was shaking going over 55. First, what I would go ahead and do is look at all your tires, jack your car up, and see if you have a flat spot. If you have a flat spot, that is why your steering wheel is shaking over 55. If you don't have a flat spot, it's probably your wheels are out of balance, maybe a weight came off. Get your wheels balanced, and preferably a road force balance. That is what you need to do in order to eliminate the shaking steering wheel. But I am so excited that this car is good to go again. It's going to be fun to drive it. I don't have to worry about it anymore. What I do need to get now is I have to buy the flat stoppers. They're these little ramps that your car goes up, and it's kind of concave, so your tires won't develop any flat spots. The problem with Michelin's is they're prone to that. They're great tires, they hook up extremely well, and obviously they're extremely expensive, but you know what? They're great tires, but you have to take care of them. You either got to jack up your car, or you have to overinflate your tires if they're gonna be sitting for a while. This all happened because a year and a half ago, I let my car sit for 2 months. Since then, I don't do that. I make sure I can make it out to Long Island and at least move my car around a little bit. But that is it, guys. I wanted to take you along kind of on this weird vlog of just me rambling about my car being broken and my car being fixed. But I'm going to drive it a little bit longer, but it turns out everything's okay, and I'm pumped. I'm very excited to have my car back to working condition. And yeah, that's it, guys. I hope you enjoyed the video. A bit different than watches, but you know what? A lot of you guys like when I put up some car videos. So here we are. Until next time, guys, take it easy.